All right, so I'm going to teach you how to find a common denominator with any fraction today. The first way to go about it, and the one that isn't always the least common multiple, is by just multiplying the bottom numbers, the denominators, together. Okay, so I get 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, whatever you do to the downstairs or the denominator, you want to do to the upstairs or the numerator, because 5/5 is like multiplying by 1 essentially. So my new denominator is 35, and 2 times 5 is 10. Some kids like to also, you're multiplying by 5 over here. So sometimes kids can visually say, oh, if I do 5 times 2, it's going to be 10. But I don't want to get you too confused. Over here, you've got 35 now, and you multiplied this 5 by the 7. So whatever you do to the denominator, or what I call the downstairs, you also have to do to the numerator, or the upstairs, which is 5 times 7. So now 7 times 1 is 7. So we're going to rewrite these so we know what we're doing. 7 35ths plus 10 35ths. And we're going to get 17 35ths as our final answer. And again, sometimes it's easier for teachers to see it if you circle it so you know what you're doing. Now, let's say there's a least common multiple for your two fractions. So I'm still going to use my 1/5, but this time I'm going to do 2/15. So when you're looking at this, instead of multiplying 15 and 5 together and getting a very large denominator, I'm looking at them and saying, oh my gosh, they're a fact family. So this could be really easy. All I have to do is change one fraction instead of both. So I know that if I multiply 5 by 3, I'm going to get 15, which is my new denominator. Whatever I do to the denominator, I have to do to the numerator. So I'm going to multiply that by 3. So now I have 3/15. Again, it's easier if you rewrite it. 3/15 plus 2/15, and you're going to get 5/15. Now on this particular fraction, you also should start to recognize, oh my gosh, I can divide the top and the bottom both by 5, and that will simplify the fraction. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And my final fractions in simplest form is going to be 1/3. So I go ahead and circle that, and now I know I'm finished. So those are two different ways to find a common denominator. Either multiplying the denominators together, or changing one of the fractions to the denominator of the other fractions through multiplication. Okay, good luck.